he's going to have to make some very, very tough decisions, very difficult decisions. And I think I could safely assume that what he will do is he will look at priorities and then establish high priorities and mid-level priorities and lower priorities. They'll all be priorities because everyone is knocking on his door right now. Everyone. Social service providers, educators, unions, everyone is knocking on his door and expecting big things to happen with that small pot of money that he has to establish or to support the priorities that he is in the process of, and in some cases has already identified. We're here today to say that at the very top, and I'm not saying number one, but close to it, at the very top should be adult education. Because it makes, because from an economic standpoint, from a social standpoint, from a moral standpoint, it makes all the sense in the world. And priorities need to make sense. Priorities need to be truly reflective of what the needs are, the most pressing needs in the state of Illinois. And heaven knows there are many pressing needs. So tough choices, tough decisions, but why is adult education necessary and why should it be at the top? Because we're talking about the economy of the state of Illinois. We're talking about taking a bad situation and trying to ameliorate it. The fact that so many people are unemployed, Illinois with an 11.3 unemployment rate in the Chicago metropolitan areas, means that more people are in need than ever before of opportunities to develop skills and to be able to become more competitive in a marketplace, a job market that is declining by the day. And so if we are going to help people who have been unemployed for 6 months or more, and the number of people unemployed is growing, at the same time that the number of people, because they're unemployed, are turning to community colleges throughout the state, and you see enrollment increasing because they all know that they've got to have the skills to be able to have those jobs that are there now or that will be created in the future. If they don't have those skills, then they will be part of that permanent grouping of individuals who will not be able to work. You call those the long-term unemployed. No one here wants to be unemployed on a long-term basis. Illinois does not need people to be unemployed on a long-term basis. And in order for people to avoid that catastrophe, then Illinois needs to establish priorities. And one of those priorities is adult education. It makes no sense, and I'm sure the governor will agree, to leave $20 million federal dollars on the table. Here's federal dollars being presented to you, to a state with a huge deficit, the state that needs every single one of those dollars, and we're going to say no to $20 million when the growing number of people in need of job training, adult basic education that gets them to the point where they can enter college credit programs and certificate programs is growing. It doesn't make any sense. So we can't go from serving 118,000 students, which is what we did last year, to serving 35,000. Almost a 70% reduction. That's unconscionable.